women marry men expecting the man to change. Men marry women expecting the woman not to change, and they both end up disappointed. A chapter from the book, The Manipulated Man, right here by Esther Vilar. So this book, I have it right here. Women are so preoccupied with self and with beautification that men have come to the logical conclusion that even if women paid any attention to them, they would never be considered handsome. There's an old saying that men do not need to be good looking, and many men will repeat this piece of wisdom. Guys, we say that, right? Looks are not the most important thing to women. Status and all that other stuff are. But even if you made an effort, woman would never find man handsome. How could woman, who takes such pleasure in her own ridiculous masquerade, appreciate an unmade up, conventionally dressed man? What else would this be but the first step, the raw material, the preliminary sketch for a further stage in human development? In a sense, this implies that all men must be ugly in women's eyes, and this frees her to choose according to his income and the standard of living he may be able to offer her. All right, this one made me think a lot, guys. Okay, we hear, right, looks are more important to men than women. And there's a caveat here that we could say that because of online dating, social apps, that women are more inclined now to go with better looking men than ever in the past, simply because they have those options right in front of them. So again, if a woman can choose between a guy with high status and a guy with high status and good looks, she's going to take the high status and good looks every time. So there is that sense that the looks play a small importance in that aspect. But think about how freeing this would be to women, okay? If women spend their whole lives beautifying themselves, masquerading, creating a new self each and every day, having all these different outfits, having all these different shoes, doing all this stuff to their hair, the cream they wear on their skin, the lotion, all of the stuff that they use to beautify themselves. It's basically like, yeah, right? How can a man ever compete with this? We've spent our lives learning how to beautify ourselves, so they are not impressed by beauty, because in their own mind they're kind of like, whatever, look what I can do. You should see what I look like in the morning and look what I look like now. That's what I'm talking about. I know how to beautify myself, so whatever you did there is not that impressive. Okay, so it's freeing in a sense that women are able to not care as much about looks, and they're able to look past the looks and look at the resources. So this, to me, guys, is what women do a lot. When we say that women marry men expecting the man to change, men marry women expecting the woman not to change, and they both end up disappointed. Okay, think about this idea, guys. A woman sees a man, and basically what she's saying is, I don't care what you can do to beautify yourself because I know I can do it better. I've practiced this game longer than you have. I've spent more time figuring out ways to beautify myself than you have. So, therefore, she doesn't really care about the beauty aspect as much. What she cares more about is the resources, right? And then what she's going to do is she looks at a guy and she sees this guy has high resources. Well, this guy might look a little nerdy or a little beta-mon in her eyes. But what she sees is a blank slate. She sees the shell of that guy, and in her mind, she projects what she could make this guy become. She projects her own makeover that she does on herself every single day. She projects that onto this guy, and she goes, oh, I can marry this guy. He's rich and all that. I'll fall in love with him later because I'm going to turn him into a beautifying guy that I love. Okay? And I see this all the time. Guys that get married and they no longer shop for themselves. She does all the shopping for him, and she can't wait to do it. She can't wait to get him new shoes, new jeans. She can't wait to get him a new button-up shirt. She can't wait to get him the new khakis and then this. And she literally treats her new husband as a Ken doll. She goes, ooh, I'm going to have so much fun today making over my husband into the guy that I see in my mind. So do you guys see how that can get relationships into so much trouble, right? The guy marries a woman going, "Oh, you're perfect the way you are. I don't want to recreate you." But again, to a woman that has been recreating herself every single day for her since she hit puberty or even before that, to her, she's like, "What are you talking about? You don't want to change me. I can't wait to change you. I've had so many ideas in my mind about the haircut I'm going to give you when we get married. I've had so many ideas about the colors that you look good in that I'm going to put on you every day before you go to work." It's like, think about that. She literally looks at you as another pawn that she can use to play dress up. She can recreate the man. And then when she marries the man and he doesn't change to what she sees in her mind, well, how easy is it for her to be like, "Well, gosh, this didn't turn out like I thought it would have in my head. He's not changing for me. He's lazy. He's stagnant. He's not the man that I thought he could become. He gave up. He stopped trying." Because in her mind, she recreates herself every day. So to the guy that isn't recreating himself into her image, he's lazy. He's not trying for her. Like, think about that, guys. If we all understood this about men and women, think about how many less people would take that dive into these committed marriages without understanding these things, because this is a big deal. Like, literally her entire life has been recreating herself, so she doesn't even see anything wrong with trying to recreate you as a man. Crazy. She just looks at men like a blank slate. It's an Etch-a-Sketch. She shakes the Etch-a-Sketch. It's blank. And then she goes, I see this guy. All right, he has lots of money. He's 6'1". Okay, I can work with that shell. He doesn't have very good fashion sense. And I don't like those glasses he wears. Oh, that old t-shirt, he's going to need to get rid of that. He's going to need to, that's going to be gone. But I can work with this. And then she takes you into her cosmetology school, and then she beautifies you up. And then she puts you back out there. But she's never quite satisfied. But then, right, she looks back at it and you change for her. All of a sudden, you change for her, and now she loses respect for you. Do you guys see how hard it is to fight that? Craziness. The dollhouse plan at age 5 was just practice. Absolutely. They spent all their time learning how to recreate people, dress them up. Just practice. Really good way to put it. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe.